how a group of slaves were playing a gombe drum and caused a stir in the town.
Oh. Our people was up in there causing a ruckus, making people scared.
What that sound like today? Lower that music down. Riding around, hitting that block. Brah, brah, brah. What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we're on the road to 100K. And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
When I was in graduate school, working on the doctorate, I eventually reached the point where you have to decide on a topic for the dissertation.
That's how you said it, though.
The dissertation or thesis or book has to be original, and it has to make a contribution to the field. In my case, American Studies. I didn't know what I was going to do. Although I had one idea. I thought of creating a study of the drum, the African drum, and how it was used in early America. There is a cliché in American history that the African drum was banned, prohibited in early America because it was thought that the drum was used as a tool of communication in slave revolts.
I don't think that's a cliche. I think that's more around the line of being facts.
Yeah, because they were banned. Their languages were banned.
Right.
The way they wore their hair.
Their hair. I feel like
what?
The songs they were singing.
Yes. Everything that the people didn't understand was banned. Everything the people feared was banned.
Yeah. So I can only imagine the rhythm.
Yeah.
The tone. Imagine how much pressure they would put on the drum whenever they hit a certain, you know what I'm saying? Or that means somebody coming.
Yeah. Actually, that is the truth, though. Because I remember watching a video in college on, slavery. And, like, when they'll go fast and hard, that meant that, we need to hurry up,
Yeah.
Things like that.
But I learned that also just from watching the Discovery Channel about the animals.
Yeah.
Whenever the birds would start chirping massive, or when the monkeys would start going crazy in the trees.
That's human nature, huh?
They say they see a predator, like a snake or something coming around. Guard your children, type of stuff. That is human nature. That's crazy.
And what we've been watching, like the dances and things, how some of the dances mimic animals.
Yeah.
Like there's this one dance. Ooh, and I wish I could find this video to show you guys. But there's
just show me.
There's
I'll put it in my story.
You crazy. There's one dance in Kenya, I want to say. There's a dance in Kenya, and it's like the dolphin. They're jumping high like a dolphin.
Oh, I think I know
what you're
Louisiana,
they call it something else in Kenya.
Yeah.
But in Louisiana, the dolphin is the same exact dance. We just call it something different. Where was I going with that, babe?
Communication.
Yeah, communication.
Think of an object, a cultural object, that has been banned, taken by one group from another group. Can you think of any examples? Books have been banned.
Yeah.
Over time, in various places. The phrase banned in Boston comes to mind. Alcoholic drink was banned in the early 20th century during Prohibition. In Western Europe, the Jewish Torah was banned, taken from public view. In the British Isles...
Now, I just got to make a mention. I got to give my man a fan.
Babe.
My brother is
He's
sweating
working hard
on that stage. They don't have the fans at the front of the stage like they do the celebrities when they be singing a song.
It don't sound like a fan is on. But he working.
It don't sound like
working
what?
hard like a fan is on. He working hard. I'm into it.
No, I feel it, but then I realized that shift. I'm like, is that his pattern of the clothes or?
Now he tired. Them lights.
Yeah, them bright lights do that to you.
Nervousness.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead now.
Pipes were banned.
Talk about it.
By the English against the Irish. Long
I didn't know
No,
ago.
that's new.
Bagpipes.
I took my idea for a study of the drum in the Americas back to my professors. And they said, no, Chris, you can't do a study on the drum in the Americas. There's no evidence. There's one example. You know, the guy up at Yale. Everyone uses his quote. Well,
So who's the guy again?
after 2 years,
And what's his quote?
I had found over 140 personal accounts and over 563 citations of the use of the African drum in the Americas.
See. That's why you don't believe everything you hear. Okay?
Amen
You don't
to that.
believe everything you see. You research for yourselves.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of times when we're doing the videos, y'all be like, if it's a video that y'all don't like or agree with, y'all say, y'all don't believe them. Listen, Shirley. This is a reaction. Okay, we doing a reaction. We hearing the things for the first time.
Facts.
But if it's something that's intriguing to us, we're going to go research it ourselves.
You don't say.
We're never going to believe what's on the internet.
Unbelievable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those type of
Right.
gestures, you know what I'm saying, just to get through with it, because at some point we're like, no way. I'm
Yeah.
going to look that up myself
Yeah,
real quick.
you got to look it up for yourself. You
Yeah.
can't, just because somebody put, oh, a bat is in the street. You going to believe that a bat is in the street?
What he used to tell us when we was young, it's like if they tell you that if one person jump off the cliff, you going to go jump off the cliff too?
Right.
It just don't work that way, y'all. Y'all got to
Right.
be mindful, and you know what I'm saying, stand firm of who you are, and know how to just be confident in what you know, not what you hear.
Right.
Got to go do your own research.
Many people wrote about African American culture generally in the early Americas. Benjamin Franklin,
Benjamin.
Thomas Jefferson,
That moolah.
Hector St. John de Crevecoeur in his Letters from an American Farmer, Mark Twain, Charles Dickens, Rudyard Kipling, among others. I'd like to share 3 examples with you. Sir Hans Sloane was one of the creators of the British Museum. This is his writing. Have a quick look. In the 1700s, he was physician to the Duke of Albemarle in Jamaica. And during his time there, wrote about African slaves that he saw performing. Notice here towards the bottom, he says, it was thought.
Hold up. Before we get into that, this is an example of what we try to share. Like how the culture of the enslaved Africans in America and how it trickled down to modern day, today, 2023 African Americans. Now, not every African American is in touch with history and,
Right.
and culture and, family. So this may not apply to everyone, but it's applied to a majority. Enslaved Africans created drums similar to what they use back home in Africa. They took a what he said, hollow tree,
The tree, yeah, the bark of
and
the tree.
stretched
all
it
that.
with
Green
some
skin?
green skin. What's green skin? Like the
Leaves, maybe banana leaves or something.
That's what
The
I was
big,
thinking
thick,
too.
thick leaves, like.
Yeah, stretched it and made a drum. Now, that is an example of culture trickle down.
There you go. Yeah.
Trickle down. We don't know how they wore their hair back in the day, but we know they wore braids, cornrows, and all that.
Which we wear today.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That is culture trickle down. So when people say African Americans don't have culture, you have to really look at African Americans today and see where they got this from, where they got this ideology from, where they got the way they dress from. Trickle down.
That's a bar.
Trickle down.
Yeah.
The culture, trickle down.
Open your eyes.
Right.
Too, regarding the use of the drum in relation to what he saw performing. Notice here towards the bottom, he says, it was thought to, regarding the use of the drum in relation to war. Also, the word thools, it's just part of a drum. Colonel Edward Marcus Despard was sent by the British Crown to Honduras in the 18th century to assist with the settlement there.
Oh, Lord. Can you read that?
He also wrote an account, and here in the middle of the page, take my word for it.
Please.
He writes about how a group of slaves were playing a gombe drum and caused a stir in the town.
Oh. Our people was up in there causing a ruckus, making people scared.
What that sound like today? Lower that music down. Riding around, hitting that block.
Imagine a quiet town, right? You know how it sound on Friday Night Football with the bands? Imagine a quiet town, and all of a sudden you just hear drums shaking in their boots.
Ooh, that's different.
Shaking.
That's different. Yeah.
Oh, I
for
can
real.
only imagine. I can only imagine.
In the 19th century, Benjamin Latrobe, who was an architect, a surveyor, and an engineer, he helped design Washington, D.C., visited New Orleans, and created drawings of the drums he saw there.
See how he playing it though, huh?
He also drew other instruments that he saw. Here on the left is an early version of the banjo.
Look how people
The
making
banjo
equipment
is
and
an
stuff.
American invention. The banjo uses drum technology in its construction. Here, a skin is stretched over a gourd. A neck is attached with strings, an African-styled sculpture at the top. My research showed that there were many non-violent uses of the drum in the Americas, such as for weddings, at Christmas time, for harvest festivals, to signal an arrival, and for dance. Oh, and the war drum. There wasn't any. Of the approximately 250,
Stop fearing what you don't know. That's it. Stop assuming things.
That's right, man.
Stop it. That's all I gotta say. And apply that to everything.
Yeah.
revolts in the Americas during the slave epoch, how many used drums? 2. One in Louisiana, the other in South Carolina. So the drum was banned, although the ban didn't work. But the drum was banned. The situation led to the creation of surrogates, substitutes, other instruments used in the place of the drum, such as tambourine, bones, the banjo, and fiddle.
Can we just say, all right, so it's like basically, you know, you take one thing and you help us understand what else we can do.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, boom, I got it, bet.
Oh, I can't
That
do
makes
this.
sense.
All right, let me remix it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
The remix. They made the remix too.
Lord,
Come
look at our
on, man.
people.
Just a DJ in a way of life.
Just so intelligent.
Imagine being a slave. You have few personal items. Your time is not your own. And you do really hard work. The instruments African Americans used then had to be small, lightweight, and portable. After emancipation, African Americans got their hands on many more instruments, particularly those of the marching band. The marching band and its music was a kind of popular form in the late 19th century. Brass instruments, woodwind instruments, and percussion. In the early 20th century, black players began to experiment with the form and the instruments. They also began to improvise. Picture the instruments, the percussion instruments of the marching band. Bass drum, tom-tom, snare, and cymbals, arranged on the floor, not so that one person could play each instrument, which is the case in a marching band, but so that one person played all of the instruments. This innovation led to the development of one of the most important instruments in music today, the drum set.
Well, they wanted to clap for
By
that
the way,
one.
this is a
They wanted to clap for that one. I mean, that's imagery at its best. I mean, that's adults still living through imagination. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say never let your imagination die out when you get older. It just creates a block. It stops your vision from progressing forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Culture trickled down. Look what it created.
photo of Max Roach. And so it was that a simple musical instrument made of wood and skin that was loved by many and taken away, returned, and was the cause, the catalyst of something amazing. Thank you.
Well, there you go, man. I love learning new things with you guys every
Yes.
single day because this was a great watch.
Yes, great. I'm just so proud of my people.
Yes, yes.
Yes. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell.
Yeah, you said it right.
We have enabled our
Super thanks.
If you would like to support the channel that way, as well as our join feature to become a VIP member of the channel, send in your reaction requests through our subscription box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.